I have traveled to Columbus, Ohio. We have the jerk blocks. You guys know why. We are doing max overhead jerk at the Arnold Strongman Classic. Now, I made a video on a guy who actually has the world record in the behind the neck split jerk at 275 kilos. He is also the strongest man you've never heard of. And this is Joe Kovacs, multiple time world champion in shot put, unbelievable Olympic lifter. And so we're gonna go through a few things today. And he promised me by the end of today, I'm gonna hit 275 as well.
We're getting a PR today. We're excited for it. I always like to come down here, put my knee down. Now, I want about a 90-degree angle here and 90 here. This is the position I want to be able to catch my split in. So I see some people trying to catch it short, catch it wide.
Yeah.
But like, if in my mind that feels wide to me, but like I kind of know the path I want to break through, because like that's going to be your most stable position right there. That's where. Well, yeah.
I should do my shoe up.
Right? But from there, that's where you want to be able to catch that jerk at.
Okay.
Because that's like the lowest position you'd probably safely be able to catch it from.
Sure.
So if you can kind of like shoot yourself like, I want to get under the bar this far, that may be way deeper than you actually catch it at. It kind of like gets those patterns of like starting to crave where you want to be.
It's interesting because here, it's like you're not moving your rear femur back much at all.
No.
You're sort of just bending that leg.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, right.
Yep. And on recovery, this is one of those things we'll talk about when we catch this. You always want to pull back the front foot first. That's one of the things we always say. So when you come back here, you're here, you always want to come back here, be there. I've seen a lot of people do this. That's a lot of weight on your knee for no reason.
Yeah.
When I get here, probably even more important than anything is I put this is what I do in a warm-up. This is never how I do a real one. But I'll put my heels real close together, kind of squeeze my butt on top, and I just want to feel that width. I want to think of like those, like the construction lift equipment, how like I'm scissoring out, going back, because this is where I want to be. I used to come with this wide stance, right? But when you're wide like this is more of that squat power. You're not going to get the whip of the bar. Sure. Right? So you're going to be able to, you can push pressure a lot of weight doing it that way. Yeah. But if you can get yourself tighter, eventually, I would say this is probably like normal form I recommend. Yeah. But I warm up the extreme because I want to feel that stack. I want to feel it coming from my hips, not my lower back. So I kind of come here and just feel this, and then I want to start thinking, where am I going to catch my split at? So from here, I'm thinking more of the drop than I am actually doing the weight. Yeah. So the warm up to me is I want to figure out this part of the lift because I know I'm strong enough once it gets heavier to start pushing it. Yeah. But this is kind of like getting that solid footing. Cool. When I watch you do this, I can see how you're not in that comfort of like, I feel powerful here, right? But that's the whole point of keeping yourself all tight here. Yeah. You're taking away everything that you're good at. Right? Yeah. So like you can't use any of your power here. Here you're just using your leverage, right? You're just using this bounce of the whip of the bar and you're focusing on the catch. Because the second we get wider, you're adding more and more power to it.
At heavier weight, your goal is basically, I assume, going to be drop to let the bar bounce, and then as it ascends, just jump and get under the best you can.
Absolutely. It's like a 2.5-inch drop. And that's the crazy part, because like the wider you are, you have to use more strength. Your drop is bigger. So I mean, if you're going to hit this on the way down. But when you realize that you don't have to go down that much and you're just kind of bouncing off your spine, bouncing off your tendons, it's actually this little kind of like little dip. It's a little scoop. And it's like your hips are kind of coming underneath you at the bottom, and that's what's lifting the bar.
Cool.
Good. Now you can make your stance a little wider now. Try it like an inch apart, Good.
I think that happy medium grip's doing good things for me.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, if you're talking about just general starting point, competency-wise, where am I at?
I mean, the difference is like when I see this, like when I watch collegiate athletes with this who like aren't strong. Yes. You're focused on the strength. You've got the strength. Now we just got to get the alignment.
That's it.
Because the alignment is really the make or break for you. Because I know you could easily do 500 pounds. Yeah. You know, I say easily, but like you're using your strength there. Yeah. The real tips to this next part, what I learned was when I got to my 500 pound plateau is like, okay, if I get my hips here, if I get my stance here, if I get these little things to happen, now I'm just using all my energy to make the bar go up, rather than all the energy to make myself stable.
Sure. Awesome. So, you know that you could be IPF world champion like tomorrow if you wanted to be, right?
Yeah, I would, I don't know if world champion, but I definitely want to give it a try.
You could, I'm telling you, 100% confidence. Even close to those numbers, you're IPF world champion. Powerlifting tested federation. 100%.
I'd like to give it a try.
100%.
Yeah, my weight room numbers are pretty good. It's just the weird part of me is like I take every year like something to target, right? So I have these really good numbers, but you know, it's not like I'm doing them all at once every single day. You know, the last time I've done like an impressive snatch, I did 175 kilos, was all the way back in 2018. You know, but like now I still keep the snatch relative, but it's like there was a point of like, do I need to do more, right? And there's a point like, you're a shot putter. And I'm also using straps when I do it too, because my fat shot put hand can't hook grip. But like, you know, there's a point of just like, if I'm this strong, I'm checking a lot of boxes. And for me, it's like, I view myself as like a shot putter. It's like a Russian doll. Like, I just want to keep adding layers to myself. It doesn't really matter if it's coming from this or it's coming from that. I'm just trying to get more and more layers of strength.
Well, let's show the most interesting thing. Bring the camera close. Let's just like compare index fingers. Like, it's like a dad and his child. You've got so much width on your palm. It's literally baseball mitt, like proper.
Yeah, it's thick too. I mean, the left side at least has knuckles. This right side's like a mitt. And honestly, this side of the year, I'm not really throwing that much.
It's like full round.
As the season goes though, I mean, this thing gets like a boxing glove even bigger. So like here, I'll even hold it just to get used to that like top feeling, right? But like for me, like this is the first set that feels like a set.
Something.
You know, like, and even like now, like for me now, like I haven't done jerks in a long time, and I'm not in the season to do them. But like the first ones weren't real. So like for me, 175 or 170K, it starts to be like, okay, things are happening here. Like this is where I think when you play with, you don't have to go touch your heels on this one, but definitely give yourself a tighter base than before. I think this is the first one you'll feel like the efficiency of it.
Do you want to check my feet for me? Just let me know what you think.
No, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, I mean, like, power-wise is great. The tip-wise, as this gets heavier, you gotta think that there's like a plane of glass in front of you, and you're gonna smash through it, right? So when your knee comes forward, like right there, you did a great job on the extension up, but you kind of floated backwards, right? So you're not actually dropping underneath the bar then, you're dropping away from it. And that's gonna make it harder because your bar is gonna stay here, and your body's going back. And now you're gonna do all this work to catch it on top.
I felt that.
But if you can stay here and you think like, I literally think there's a plane of glass here and I'm just trying to beat right through this, boom, right? I want to punch through that with my knee. There you go.
I think at 200 is the point where I could work on stuff. Without it, being an actual attempt of like, Or like if I totally mess it up, I'll drop it. But if I hit it something reasonable, I'll be fine.
Break the glass more. There you go.
I threw it really well that time.
Yeah, you did. So I would say, like, I know this is nuanced, you only just did the one, but try to start catching it sooner. Like you're right now you're down here and you're trying to lock out. Push the bar away from you. So you're actually like, be more active on the way down where you're pushing, so you're actually gonna be tighter when you catch. Right now you're almost, I wanna say you're not at all, but you're loose, and then trying to catch and then get extension. Push yourself underneath. Be more active on the push down. Yep, there you go. So I think that the one before that you missed, the catch was better.
Yeah.
But that one from your hips up, way more stable.
Yeah.
So if you combine those two together, that's kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those really annoying things, eh?
Yeah.
Like I feel like hitting it perfect.
Yeah.
Chuck 40 kilos on there, and if you hit it perfect, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But if you don't.
Yeah. No, it's definitely one of those lifts. It's timing is everything.
Yeah.
And like even when I used to get like good at these, because we used to do this every week, you know, this was my target. Because there's a time of season I'm not trying to throw far.
Yeah.
So it was like, this was my, like I was at the Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista, California, and far in the distance there was like these like emergency lights. They were like two little eyeballs. They just pissed me off every day. And like I used like that, I was training that mentality of like, I hate these things. So every time I got in that jerk blocks, it was like, this was like almost that training prep for a competition.
Yeah.
Of like, it's flipping a switch, because like this is way more of an emotional lift than even the squat is. The squat is just like, you gotta be mad, but you gotta hold tight and keep on pushing.
Yeah.
This one, everything's gotta be ready to go right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hardest thing about this, but once you get that timing, it's like, okay, throw in another 10, throw in another 10.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what, the most annoying thing ever? On my back, you know when you can almost just feel, I'm like, when I do this right, it's gonna be an RP 5.
Yeah.
It just does not feel hard.
Yep.
But then like,
Yeah.
once you start moving, you're like a little bit off.
Yeah.
That was better though.
Yeah, that's definitely better. Man, I haven't done this in so long.
If like wrist pain is becoming a limiting factor. Okay, come on, nice and smooth. Make it right. Good. Attaboy.
Good. You're really forward. You're forward on the bar too. Like if I'm watching your bar path to the side, like your body's going back, and that's where you're catching it here.
Yeah.
Where like I'm trying to go forward with the head under.
But do you think that's a mobility thing?
I think it's probably mobility. It's also like where you're sending it, because like even earlier when you were sending it like right above your head,
Yeah.
I feel like you were stronger because you were stacked. There you go. There you go.
See,
Got it. Yeah.
See, this is like those little things.
Yep.
What?
You did. I mean, it was up there. I mean, there's not much you can do at that point, other than you're trying to stand up right away.
Yeah.
And I would tell you stabilize, then stand up.
Okay.
Right. So as you were there, everything was good. I was like, oh, he's got it. And then you were trying to fight it. Keep sitting in that position till you have it, and then go up.
Just get a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, get a bit more comfortable. Because like once you have it over your head, then you're kind of everything's gonna get locked in.
Yeah.
You're like moving before you're locked.
Yeah, I'm almost anxious just to finish it.
Yeah. You're like, I did it. I just want to stand it up so it counts and then be done, right? But essentially you're starting to move and it's not, you're just a little wiggly still. If you can keep holding it and then wait that second just to pull your foot in and stand up, then it's gonna be easy.
That's awesome, dude.
But I mean, there's nothing you need to do there. That's actually like your dip, your drive, checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Your techniques all the boxes. Your split, like if you get a deeper split, you're just gonna make that lift easier.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like essentially like once you realize like your bar, if you get it this high, even if you get up to 260 kilos, 270 kilos, right? All you gotta do is get it that high. You just gotta do all the work underneath it.
Yeah.
So like you could easily get those numbers because you can launch it.
Yeah.
It's just the dropping and stuff that's the next level.
Which 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Feels like plenty of time.
Yeah, you do.
You know what? It's funny that the most useful sport I've ever done in terms of like kinesthetic awareness and improving technique is golf. So I golfed at a really high level.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I know when you're golfing, do you golf at all?
Yeah, but you get that smash factor right in the middle. Like if you can get that.
But if you're golfing and someone gives you like a technical cue, like say tuck the elbow more.
Yep.
You'll tuck the elbow more and you're like, oh, that feels like totally different. You go back watching on film, like you didn't even do it.
Right.
And like you changed by a millimeter. And so I'm sure there, I'm like, oh, my split was so much better. But I almost guarantee I went from like here to like there.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not going to be that big of a difference, but like, and that's why like when I'm warming up, I do this, the tight legs and the high, because it's all I'm doing is focusing on the drop, right?
Yeah.
Because like, there is a point where this becomes, I would call it party trick, but like you're doing this to have a better jerk number than you are to actually get more strength.
Of course.
Right? And like,
of course.
Right now you have 250K strength, right? But the catch isn't there yet.
Yeah.
Right? And if you get that catch, then all of a sudden you're going to get 260, 270.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because if that problem is solved, that's a singular problem.
Yeah.
Because I could throw that bar probably 40 kilos, 50 kilos heavier to basically the same height.
Yep.
Just like if that bit gets good.
Yep.
Yeah. So what are you feeling? What do you want to do?
I'll do what you just tried to do. What is this?
220.
220? I'll give one there. Keep my wife from getting too mad if we're going too heavy, so I don't show up at practice.
Ashley, yeah?
Yeah, Ashley, yeah.
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 Ashley, deal with it.
Yeah.
It's boys' time. Okay, Joe. Focus now. Come on. Let's go. Oh,
Been a while.
that was damn close.
Yep. Got it up there.
Oh.
Here we go.
Let's go. Big split. Come on. Better.
There it is.
Boom. Oh, there we go.
Funny, I was just like, what did I just tell him? Yeah. Oh, split bigger. Get a bigger split.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Good work.
get lower. Fire back. There you go.
Close.
I'm telling you, it's forward on you, right? It's forward. You're doing like that bar is 2 inches higher than you need it to be.
So I just got to get that front foot.
But you're here.
Yeah.
And it's not your hips. So like you have two options. Either you lean back a little bit more, which I think that's a little risky to do, but then it's over your hips, so you're gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Or you can kind of fight to get it underneath, closer to your forehead. Yeah, this is like, you're at the point where like, you have the power. It's like the golf technique thing.
Yeah.
With this, it's like, you just need to get the alignment there.
Yeah.
If you have it overhead and you're stacked, you're fine.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
bigger
it's
split.
really far forward.
Just bigger split.
There you go, up.
Boom. You like that patience?
Yeah, you had to fight for it, but I think because you held it and held it and held it, rather than just trying to stand up right away, you were able to fight for it.
But I'm so much happier because there I was fighting this,
Yeah.
not this.
Yep.
I'm happy fighting that.
Yeah.
This I hate.
Yeah.
Because I think this, you just improve and refine, and like weight going up is fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna get that just from doing more reps. I mean, you have 7 more weeks, or 6 more weeks till the 7 more weeks. So I mean, like that part, it's just gonna be like natural to you. But that dip and drive,
Yeah.
and like not letting it float in front of you, that's gonna be the difference maker.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Honestly, on my shoulders, I'm like, I can fire that. I know I can fire that. If I get that bottom half right, it's to the moon.
Yeah. Come on. Up. Yep.
100%.
Yeah, it's
100% there.
Yeah, you got that.
100%.
Yeah, you have that for sure.
Also, my legs are fried today.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Fresh legs.
You did a heck of a workout yesterday, so.
Oh, come on. Oh. It's really close.
Yeah, it's really close.
That was better, but in front of me, I think.
It's in front of you. That's all it is.
I'm just
Good. So you're reaching. So like when we talk, like you're reaching your leg, so you're trying to think split, and you're going out like this, right? You're not getting that knee, because that knee is what's going to drop your hips, right?
Yeah.
But and you're kind of doing this, and that's why you're kind of jumping away from it.
Yeah.
So I mean, your drive on that, even though it wasn't as good as the set before, your drive is probably still good enough.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
But like how you're floating out, you don't want to catch that lock leg out there.
Yeah. Same.
That's gonna be the number. Once you get this, once you can get this consistently, like 1 or 2 times, not even consistent, 1 or 2 times, you'll never not get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be
once
one
you
of
get the feeling.
Yep.
Well, that's good anyway. I mean, on a technical day, hitting 220, practicing new stuff.
Yeah.
10 kilos off all time. I'm happy.
No, it's
I'm
pretty good.
And I know that that's there. I know that more than that's there. I just gotta groove, and then excitement of the crowd.
Yeah.
All that.
Use that part. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course. That was split jerks with Joe Kovacs. I think 600 pounds is not safe. I think your 275 is safe, but I don't think 600 pounds is safe. Bit of a hit and miss. Full disclosure, I got my legs absolutely brutalized by Dr. Mike yesterday. You guys can see that as well at the link down in the description. But Joe, thank you very much for that. It was hugely helpful. And big win. I think we solved that lockout problem.
I think you're ready for a new PR. I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to see you win this event at the Arnold.
Well, 240 would have been a PR, and I got to the point where my arms were locked. It's just a little bit offline. Bit of grooves in those rogue jerk blocks, and we should be good to go. Pop in the comments if you're backing me to win the event. Put your prediction down there for the weight, and give Joe a little bit of shit to come over and join us in Strongman. As per usual, lift heavy, be kind, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching.